Is the season 12 premiere of Doctor Who, and I watched it on this beautiful Blu-ray disc. Lots of special features, the behind the sofa stuff I like, the making of documentaries. Great. I love these collection box sets. Anyway, I think this is a very strong start for Tom Baker's era. Of course, John Pertwee being my favorite classic Doctor, I was very sad to see him go. But I think Tom Baker has such a energetic personality, and it's like right off the bat. He steps into the role almost immediately, and it's very impressive. He has this very signature take on the character, and his take on the character does evolve over time, but more or less kind of the same as we see in his first episode. I think it becomes a little less manic as it goes on. But anyway, I think he's absolutely fantastic from the get-go. His chemistry with Elizabeth Sladen is great. Different from her chemistry with John Pertwee, but still really good. I actually really like him at the Brigadier as well. I wish they were in more stories together, but they're only in this and Terror of the Zygons, because I think they asked Nicholas Courtney back a couple times after that, but he kind of just wanted to do other things at that point. But they have really good chemistry together as well. I also like Harry Sullivan. This is the first time you meet Harry Sullivan, and he's kind of like the straight man character, I guess, to the Doctor's wacky antics. He's like the Watson to his Sherlock, and I think they work very well together. I also like him and Sarah Jane, the little banter, this kind of like rivalry, but also warmth between them. I like a lot. I can't tell how much of it is Harry's character, because I feel like some of the time, some of the ways Harry is written is a bit bland. He's not the most fleshed out character, but I think the actor does a lot to make him likable. Ian Mardle, who unfortunately died at the age of 40, does a lot to make Harry likable this season, and kind of warm and dorky, and I don't know, he fits in like a glue in this season. The story itself, not the most genius story, but given that it's like they have to set up a new Doctor, a new companion, a new tone of the show, we don't need something like super like hyper intelligent writing. A simple story about a mad scientist and a authoritarian crazy lady making a robot to achieve ulterior motives. It works fine. Does the robot look very silly? Yeah, but one, this episode came out over 50 years ago, and two, they had a budget of $10, so it's the best they could get, right? So the green screen kind of it doesn't look that good. I've noticed some like parallelisms between how the robot interacts with Sarah Jane in this story and how King Kong interacts with that blonde lady from King Kong. Very kind of like, she brings out the humanity in him, which is a little odd because he's a robot, but it somehow works. I don't know. It works. There's a lot of good action scenes. Sorensen Benton gets some stuff to do here. I love a good unit story. This is pretty much the end of the unit era, though. They do show up a couple times next season. But it's a nice little bridge between the Pertwee era and the Tom Baker era before they go off on their own adventures. It's nice to have like another good like unit story to kind of like wave them goodbye. It helps ease the transition, I guess. So yeah, Robot, while not the best script ever, does a great job of introducing the Doctor and the new companion and kind of setting the tone for the rest of the season. I also love that scene where he's like jumping rope with Harry and then he ties him in the cabinet. I think it's really funny. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.